lifestyle has caught fire, and we talk about the rewards and challenges of it. This is the Wandering Worker Podcast with Matt Lloyd.
Welcome to the Wandering Worker Podcast. I am your host, Matt Lloyd. The Wandering Worker is powered by Magic Apple Technology, where we've been saving good businesses from bad phone systems since 2008. Whether you're tuning in from the comfort of your home office, a cafe, or exploring a new corner of the world, this podcast is your compass to navigate the ever-evolving landscape of remote work. We'll uncover invaluable insights, share personal stories, and connect with experts who have mastered the art of wandering while working. Today, my guest is Gage Lloyd. We share a last name because he's also my kid. How are you today, Gage?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for being on with me.
No problem.
Taking a little time to hang out with your old man. So we start this thing off with 5 random questions. Are you ready? So like rapid fire. So don't think too long. Question 1. I'm going to skip that one. Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
I would have thought you said waffles. What's your earliest memory? This is a good question, actually.
Earliest memory?
Yeah.
Just in general?
Yeah, in life. Your earliest memory.
Man, I've never thought about that, to be honest.
So nothing comes to mind. You don't remember you don't remember anything at all?
No. Whenever you put me on the spot, no.
You don't like the earliest thing you can remember, really?
I don't know, playing with a dog in the backyard or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would that be Agnes?
Yeah.
Okay. Our one-eyed dog?
Yep.
Great dog. What would you do on a free afternoon in the middle of the week? I know the answer to this question.
Ride my motorcycle.
Ride your motorcycle. Yeah. We'll get into that. We'll talk about that a little bit. Question 4. If you lost all of your possessions but one, what would you want it to be? I know what this is as well.
My motorcycle.
Your motorcycle. We're getting a theme here, folks. Yeah. Favorite city? I think I know this one too.
Chicago.
And why is that? Because that's where you like to go ride your motorcycle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, hey, I do appreciate you coming on with me. I know this is not what you want to do, but you're doing it for me, and I appreciate it.
Not a problem.
Briefly introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you and what you do.
Well, I'm Gage, as it's been said, and I do all the billing, collections, pretty much that's about it. And I also handle some of the service side of stuff too. Yeah.
What about for fun? What do you like to do?
Ride motorcycles. That's pretty much it. That and work on stuff.
It's not just riding motorcycles though, is it?
No, not really.
Now, tell us a little bit more. It's not just riding motorcycles. You spend more time on one wheel than you do two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a wheelie guy. He's into the stunt scene and everything, right?
Correct.
How did you get started in that?
I used to I used to be in track riding or that style of riding. Mm-hmm. And then, saw a wheelie on YouTube or something. I was like, I want to do that. Yeah. And then started doing it. Yeah. Here we are.
That's just kind of you. You see something you want to do, you start learning and figuring out. You and I are both like that. We just head first deep dive into every new topic we're interested in. I just flip flop more than you do, and you stick with something and really stick with it and learn it. I'm in for 6 months, then I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's good you didn't pick up that piece from me. Tell me about your path from where you started to where you are now. So because I know you worked for us at Magic Apple for a little while, then you took a little break, and then you came back. Tell us a little bit about that time in your life.
Well, when I first worked here, I wasn't doing anything in the office. I was all on the field with Nick and doing cable and the more construction side of things. Mm-hmm. And then I decided I wanted to be a mechanic. And then so I worked at dealerships, a couple shops and stuff, and then decided that I don't know, wasn't my thing. I do like it, but I like it as a hobby. Not kind of ruined the hobby for me doing it every single day. I
remember you telling me it stopped being fun. And you did not want to hate working on cars and stuff like that because you do love it so much.
Yeah, no, I really, and now that I don't do it for a living, I'm back to doing it as a hobby all the time. So it's a lot better that way. So, and now I'm here, obviously been here for 2.5 years?
Yeah, I think so.
Consistently, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. So probably, maybe a year right around COVID, maybe even a little before COVID, we were doing some remote work, letting people work from home. Tell us how that transition went for you and kind of what your thoughts are on it.
It was a really easy transition, honestly. I mean, it was, all I had to do is, just work from home. We already had everything set up, got the soft phones, I have a desk phone at my house too. I actually can use both of them and just take my computer home, and that was about it. Cut down the drive. Pretty nice. So
do you feel that it is, do you feel like you get more done during the day? Because you live like a good hour away. Because you live
hour
south
with
of
no
us.
traffic.
Yeah. So for you, it really is 2.5, 3 hours of your day to come up here.
100%. Yeah.
So, and you come up once a week right now?
Mm-hmm.
And that's to do deposits and everything. Other than that though, you're remote.
Yeah, completely.
And tell me a little bit about your setup. So what all do you need to be able to do your job successfully from home?
Computer and my cell phone.
Yep.
That's literally it.
That's it.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So it's just basic tools there too. We have, at Magic Apple, we have we provide our own phone system, which our platform. So it has a kind of unified communications component to it. But then we use some other tools on top of that. What other tools do we use?
What do you mean?
Like Workplace.
Yeah.
Workplace. So we started we were one of the first 600 companies to use the Workplace, which is like a private Facebook type thing just for your business.
Facebook, yeah.
And it's fun because everybody knows how to use it. So we can, we chat on there a lot, and we're always giving attaboys, and I communicate via GIF or GIF. Is it GIF? Is it GIF? I don't know.
I think it's GIF.
I communicate solely by those. So,
yes, you do.
I say attaboy and then I put 15 GIFs underneath it. So it's just kind of yeah, I'm that guy.
He is that guy. For every conversation.
Yes. So culture is really important, right?
Yeah.
At Magic Apple. How do we maintain culture with everybody working remote?
Well, we still have our business parties, so we all get together there. The group chat, there's always, anytime somebody, does something good or whatever, they get recognized for that in the group chat, and everybody kind of chimes in on that. And, that's really the main things I would say. And you still have the Facebook page as well, like the actual Facebook page, not the group chat.
Right.
And, that's pretty much it, really.
Yeah. And we have our department meetings every week. So you're getting in front of people and,
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. And that kind of stuff has helped, as far as maintain that accountability and that kind of stuff. It doesn't fall away just because you're working remotely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with what you're doing right now, where do you see this role going in the future? So like, what do you see for yourself at Magic Apple? It's a big question, isn't it? I dropped a bomb on you. Go ahead.
Pretty big question. I don't know. I'm slowly trying to take over more and more responsibilities from other people. Just kind of grab them.
Yeah.
And just see where it takes me.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
Yeah. Is it weird working for your dad and working with your mom every day?
No, it has its ups and it has its downs.
Yeah.
We've had our disagreements, but in general, we work really well together. And,
I think we work well together. I think one of the main reasons why we do is because we can communicate to each other. Mm-hmm. And I don't think, and I think this is kind of almost a new thing with us in our relationship is we both allow each other to be heard.
Yeah.
And when we have something we want to say, we know we can bring it. You can tell me whatever, have a hard conversation with me, and I'll have that same conversation back and just be real honest with you.
Yeah.
I feel like that we've done a pretty good job of that.
Communication is extremely important.
Yeah. And I think that we've gotten a lot better with our personal communication and have been able to work better together. What are some steps that you would suggest? Let's say another company wants to go remote and that kind of stuff. What are some things that you would suggest for them as some tips or tricks?
Get Magic Apple services.
Besides the obvious, get Magic Apple services.
I don't know, having some kind of Workplace, honestly, that's a really great thing. I use that every single day.
Right.
That's how I communicate and keep in touch with everybody. It's a lot more convenient than calling somebody sometimes. It's just easier if I'm busy and I don't want to talk on the phone.
And I know a lot of companies use Slack or they'll use, this. There's a bunch of different stuff out there, and our platform comes with a chat feature on its own, so you can just chat message between extensions and that kind of stuff as well. What about like having a place set up at your house? Because I remember when you you don't have like a huge place, but you've set aside space that this is workspace.
Yeah.
Why is that important?
I think I don't know. It's just nice to have a designated spot I go to or corner in my house.
Does it give you like the opportunity to be able to walk away from it and be like, I'm done working for the day. I'm going to go in the living room and not worry about that table.
Yeah. I mean, it's literally in my kitchen little high top. I just have my computer and my phone sitting there, and I'll work there all day. And then whenever I'm done, I close the computer and walk outside or go somewhere away from that table, and it's good.
Yeah. How important do you think having the capability of being able to work remote is to you? Would you take another job? So if Magic Apple shut down tomorrow and you had to go find another job and they said, hey, you can make this amount of money and work from home and work at the office, or you can make this amount of money and be able to work from home every day. What would you do? Would you take the money, or would you take the time and being able to work from the house?
I'd take the money just because that's how I am.
Would you really?
Yeah, but
let's say it was only
hard.
Let's say it was only like $2,000 a year. No, you're going to stay remote for that. Yeah. Because I mean, you got gas. I mean, you're going to spend that in gas.
Oh yeah.
What about $3,000 a year?
I'd have to look at the math. Really, I don't know. Everybody wants more money always, but the being able to work from home is very, very nice. Yeah. I mean, I can, be doing tickets, helping people, and doing my laundry at the same time. And that's nice. Because whenever you get home from work, the last thing you want to do is laundry, right? Yeah. Well, not only that, you'll also, I'll catch you on your lunch break or something, and you'll be out riding. Oh yeah. And all that. Or even I have like a little side business fixing cars. I'll be on lunch break and go outside and start turning wrenches. He's always got some cars or something sitting out there. And you're a big BMW guy, right? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about what your BMW is now. Right now I have a E36 M3, but it's just a paperweight right now. Gage has always had, he always has a dream car. And every time he wants, he goes, this is my dream car. He has had no less than 6 dream cars since I've known him. Yeah. And they've been some pretty nice cars. That one black BMW you had, M5. That M5 was a nice car. Probably good I sold it. I would probably be in jail if I still had it. Yeah, that thing was quick too. Yeah. I mean, scary fast. So with this BMW you have now, just to kind of talk about and brag on you a little bit, you did a transition swap on that thing. You took it from an automatic to a manual. Yeah. Why would you do that? What was your reasoning behind such a task? It's fun. And you did you swapped the motor out too, did you not? Did you replace the motor in that one? No, I didn't replace the motor, but I pulled it out and completely resealed it, pressure washed it. Yeah. And then I pulled the diff out. I mean, the whole entire drivetrain I pulled out and refreshed it and then put a manual in it. What's making it a paperweight right now? I blew the head gasket on it. Oh, so that's time and money then? It's not really that expensive. It's just going to be a lot of work. Yeah. Got to take the motor apart. Like you got to break it all the way down to get to that head gasket, right? Got to take the head off. Yeah. Yeah. But it's something you enjoy, right? Sometimes. Yeah. Usually like doing stuff for fun that I want to do, not because you have to do it. I'm in the drive-thru and my car just blew up, but it happens. Yeah. And then, so with your stunt riding and stuff, you like to go on trips a lot. A lot. Yeah. I'm actually leaving after this to go to Birmingham. Yeah. Cause you got he bought an old cargo van and converted it into a rolling garage. It's a mini RV. Yeah, it's a mini RV. Yeah. He's got like a little, behind the seats, he has like a little apartment area with like a bed and TV mounted and all this stuff. And then the back, you've got your garage built out. And we put like a divider up between the two. And you can store like, 4 or 5 bikes in there? No, not quite. I can fit 2 full-size sport bikes in the back and a mini bike or maybe like 3 or 4 mini bikes. Yeah, and you got a YouTube channel too, right? Yeah, I do. What's your YouTube channel? Gage FZ. Yep, and you do a lot of videos of the rides and stuff like that are on there. I don't like vlog or anything. I actually really hate being on camera. Yeah. But I just do like edits of all the rides. I film other people and put music behind it pretty much. Pretty simple. Very good. Really, it's just for myself to go back and reminisce whenever I want to.
Yeah. Oh, but you got some people that follow you and stuff. You actually, you have kind of like a little sponsorship. You're part of a team or something too, right?
I am part of a stunt riding team. Yeah.
What's the name of that team?
DSR.
What does that stand for?
Decent Street Riders.
Decent Street Riders?
Yeah. Not great, not bad. We're decent. Yeah.
Yeah, better than, otherwise you could say, if you're like really good street, you'd be kind of braggy. You don't want to be that.
Yeah. You don't want to seem cocky.
Yeah, you don't want to seem cocky. Just show it with your moves on the street.
Yeah, let your riding talk. Yeah.
Cool. Listen, before we wrap up, I just want to extend a heartfelt thank you to Gage for being on there and spending some time with his old man. Your mustache is strong, son. I mean, you're doing well there, and you know, together the mustache is powerful. You can find Gage at Magic Apple. You can give him a call if you have billing questions. He'll be here to answer those. You can also find him on his YouTube channel, Gage FZ. Right?
Yes, sir.
Is it Gage _FZ or just Gage FZ?
I think it's just Gage FZ.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode of The Wandering Worker. We hope you've enjoyed hearing from Gage today, and mark your calendar for our next podcast, and we'll continue to delve into the world of The Wandering Worker. We'd also like to thank our sponsor, Magic Apple, for bringing the episode today. If you're not thrilled with your business phone system or your work from home experience, give us a shout. We've been helping people like you since 2008. Also, make sure to check us out on socials. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. So check us out, thewanderingworkerpodcast.com. Until next time, I am Matt Lloyd, and thank you. Thanks for being on, buddy.
Yeah.